final seconds now. Turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like I'm a shadow, I'm a spirit, right beside you. In the starlight, in the vapor, disappear into all these secrets I've been guided, holding out on you. I'm your mirror, what's inside me, it's inside, it's you. In the final seconds now, turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like I'm a shadow, I'm a spirit, right beside you. In the starlight, in the vapor, disappear into all these secrets I've been guided, holding out on you. I'm your mirror, what's inside me, it's inside, it's you. In the final seconds now, turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like I'm a shadow, I'm a spirit, right beside you. In the starlight, in the vapor, disappear into all these secrets I've been guided, holding out on you. I'm your mirror, what's inside me, it's inside, it's you. In the final seconds now, turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like I'm a shadow, I'm a spirit, walk beside you. In the starlight, in the vapor, disappear into all these secrets I've been guided, holding out on you. I'm your mirror, what's inside me? It's inside, it's you. In the final seconds now, turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like I'm a shadow, I'm a spirit, walk beside you. In the starlight, in the vapor, disappear into all these secrets I've been guided, holding out on you. I'm your mirror, what's inside me? It's inside, it's you. In the final seconds now, turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. This aches like
It's at this point.
All right, nobody's really fucking watching, so we really don't care. So here's where we're at. We just went ahead and we went and live streamed, and it was a flop. So
So
what we're
many
doing now
problems.
is we're trying to save face, and since we have no face to save, it's irrelevant. What we decided to talk about are two things: relationships, drugs, and we're contemplating rock and roll.
We'll get there. We'll work our way into it.
All right, so
I love it all.
let's talk about relationships. Hypothetically speaking, let's say I had a friend. Well, say it was a girl. Alright, let's say this girl woke up this morning and her boyfriend, her friend that she's had as a boy for a while, decided that he didn't want to be with her for any longer, right? But the interesting part was, there's no reason. He just said, hey, you know what? I don't like you. I don't want to be with you anymore. Me being a guy, I've had a relationship or 10, right?
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. Either A, personally, he's having an affair, there's another girl that's involved. B, maybe she farted or something like that when she shouldn't have and he was embarrassed. I'm thinking of all the options here. C, it's something that they already talked about.
Okay.
They gave her an opportunity, or them an opportunity, maybe it was, a bipartisan thing, that she was supposed to work on and she didn't work on it. And last but not least, maybe he was a little horny the night before and he didn't get any, and
It takes. Well, I mean,
to break up
So,
with her.
so let's say I hypothetically know the situation that's happening, with very minimal degrees. But now, if this is still a fresh-ish relationship, and things were
So
going,
it's new, hypothetically speaking.
we'll say what do we think? I'm going to throw some.
Hypothetically speaking,
Well,
we were
let's-
gonna say new. How long is new?
That's what I'm saying. So let's still throw some hypothetical numbers. Jade, would you want to give us some hypothetical numbers?
Less than a month.
Oh Jesus!
Less than 30
God.
days.
So
Yes,
okay,
there's
so
another-
here we go.
But he's dating other people, right? Here's what I'm thinking. He's dating other people. And she doesn't know it, even though she was in love, because in her, she goes blind. She's probably one of these girls that goes head over heels. As soon as somebody says, hey, I like you, she's like, oh, really? We're going to go steady? I'm going to be dedicated to you. But he's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, but what I mean is, right now you're doing good because you probably put out in the first or second night, and I'm looking for a piece. And since I'm getting some, you're going to do for right now till I find something else that's a little bit better. Then I'm going to be like, hey, thanks for your time. Gotta go. No tears, none of that, because I just wasn't in it.
For your house key?
Yeah. Depending on how desperate I was. I
Well,
mean,
okay, well,
I'm
let's-
trying to, wait, hang on, wait. You want to have, wait.
Girl, your house key.
I
To
would.
your place.
Slayter.
I would.
And
If
what
I-
about
wait,
her?
time out. Am I a millionaire? Am I a millionaire?
I mean, I assume not.
Okay. Well, no. We're talking hypothetically. In this hypothetical situation.
Can Slayter
Am
butt
I,
in?
hang on. Am I a millionaire?
No.
Am I 100,000aire?
No.
And I ain't got a lot to lose if I give you my key.
Okay.
And I probably got the place insured. Who knows? I'd be like, yeah, this bitch, I let her in. She stole my shit. Can you go ahead and...
Sorry, I'm getting so confused with all these hypotheticals.
This is all hypothetical.
Hypotheticals, oh my god.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking about the hypothetical thinking,
Yeah.
now there was a hypothetical thought inside of that where he may be
Hypothetically speaking.
of a hypothetical thought for a hypothetical thought. So digest that for a few. For all the philosophical listeners out there, I may be drinking just a little bit. Anyway, so let's.
That's not hypothetical.
That's not hypothetical. This is legitimate. Anyways, so now what if I could inform you from a hypothetical level that he may be, wouldn't call him a player, but has a suave of it. He has the moves.
That's called a player. Slayter, that's called a player.
Okay, so all right, Smash.
One of those.
Okay, Smash. So,
I'm not a player.
neither am I. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm nerdy. I like video games.
I'm gay.
Anyways,
So I can't play. Except
so
with myself.
hypothetically speaking, he may be a semi-player, not in
Corey is this guy I know that, hypothetically speaking, he is gay. Okay? I've seen gay people act before. He is one of those people that knows how to play other guys.
the. Okay, so then let's
I've
leave
seen
it,
both straight and gay play.
and that's fine. That's
now
not
you
what I'm
either
saying.
know whether a person's playing or they're not. It doesn't matter what side of the fence that they sit on or what it is that they do. They're either players or they're not. So is this hypothetical individual a player or are they not a player?
All right, I'm gonna hit you with the Matrix, maybe. Anyway, let's state that this hypothetical person is a hypothetical player. All right,
Hypothetically speaking.
hypothetically speaking,
Alright.
there's a lot of twists in here. We're starting to use with
How
square
do you
roots.
define a player?
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck.
good question, actually.
All right, so what is a player?
A guy that has good game. He
well,
can
what
talk
is
his way
game?
through anything.
Okay, well, what's good game? So let's act this out here. Hey,
Uh-oh.
Smash. I'm just looking for a beer tonight. How you doing?
I'm good, I got some.
You got some? Okay. Well,
But you're gonna need a refill soon.
exactly. Damn, Jade may be a player.
I think Jade is a player.
Well, let's go back to this. What is a player? So
Jade is playing.
Jade, we're getting a little empty on our beers.
No, you see, you, Slater, are not a player.
Oh, son of a
Jade's a
gun.
player. Did you see it? She just... that's okay.
If she had retaliation, maybe that's what
Okay,
defines
wait,
a player.
Wait, we don't need to define it. Back to this
Yes, we
hypothetical
do. That is a
relationship.
good definition.
Is this individual, the male, the...
Because when I think player, I think of male or female. They've been with multiple people, or they know how to play the game with multiple people. Like they're not going to be that person that really wants the relationship because they like to play.
They're out for an agenda. They have a specific goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you go out, you know your intention of you wanting something.
I usually
Oh,
want
your
beer
evening.
and
Having
like,
fun. That's at
I
least.
don't like paying for my beer. That's my thing.
Oh, women. Oh, I hate when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, we're gonna.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
you fall for it every
We
time.
do, and it drives me nuts
only
because we're
because
thinking we're like,
women-
oh, we're getting
wait,
it.
No. Wait, you know what? This is where the breakdown of communication is. The idea, the definition for a woman player is the fact that she can get drinks. Oh no, it actually the reason is because women have the stuff, so it doesn't really matter whether they can play or not. They just gotta talk to a guy, and they can get a free. When was the last time you got a free drink from a member of the opposite sex or a member of the sex that you want to be with and have sex?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I have gotten it, but it's been a while.
Okay,
and they're usually
If
in the
you're
older
a player,
age group.
my definition of you're a player, you can have them buy you drinks while you're speaking to them. Now that's a player.
Okay.
From a male perspective, from the female perspective, all she has to do is, damn it, I'm out of money. I can't afford any more drinks. A player would go, man, I'm sorry about your bad luck.
And not pay for
However, I'd
anything.
be more than
Okay.
glad
That
to share
wouldn't
my next
happen.
shot with you. Depends on the player and what
I
they.
would never have to say I didn't have money. You would offer it before you even said it.
Let's get back to the relationship. We know they're players.
Okay,
we
so-
all have our own
so-
idea
so-
of what a player. Player is.
I like
You
this.
use the term suave, Slayter, right?
Suave, yes.
Suave. All right. So suave is what a player is. Your definition of a player from the female perspective is, I have a vagina.
I agree to disagree because I've seen some. Okay, I mean, there's looks. Looks has a big factor. I'm sorry, when I'm drinking, looks is a huge a factor. That's at least how Slayter
Right.
looks at
So you're
things.
going to play to get laid, while another woman is going to play for the long term. You see, guys, we play the
Yes.
short game.
We do.
We play the
At that
short
point,
game.
there is no longer.
There's short game. There's like, hey, can I get in her pants? Hey, can I do it again? Hey, this is easy. I either want to stay or I want to go, or something better comes along. And back to this hypothetical situation of people that we know that don't exist. So my assumption is based on this
Variable facts, you know.
hypothetical situation is that it was less than 30 days, and out of nowhere, out of the blue, right? He says,
up.
"Hey, guess what? I just thought of something. I don't need you anymore. My hand is better." Or A, I don't need you anymore.
All right,
I found something better.
Let's throw in a few other variables just to make it a little interesting. Let's say he has a job that may hypothetically. Let's say he has a job hypothetically that may take a lot of his time, like years into a independent contract.
Okay.
If you catch
Like he's
my
a
drift.
scientist or something like that, working on a special cure.
Okay, yeah, like a scientist, or maybe he may be a male stripper, or possibly in the military. We're looking at hypothetical thoughts
Okay.
here, but this is
Or
independent
he could be
contract.
law
Go away for
enforcement,
an extra
or he could be
amount
like,
of
or he could
Thank
be
you.
in government or something like that.
Exactly my point. So he's an independent contract of one sort. He is signing his time away,
Right.
or
I
assassin.
have got to go.
James
Oh, an
Bond.
assassin.
I like
That's
James
awesome.
Bond.
Let's
We're
talk
calling
about
this guy James
relationships
Bond.
with assassins.
James Bond,
Okay.
because he's a player.
All right, so
I
this
like
girl's
this.
dating James Bond.
Okay, and this woman is
And out of
a
nowhere,
very
he woke
hypothetically
up.
nice person.
And out of nowhere, he woke up. He's like, "Hi, I'm 007. It's been a pleasure meeting you. But you know what?
Oh
I don't
my
need you anymore. I
God.
gotta go."
We have a
That was Australia.
like. Thank you. I was leading my way
not
towards that.
Oh.
Like,
I haven't been to Britain or Australia, but that's what I
the
get.
good job,
Right.
Australian
That's
Smash.
offensive.
Smash, good job. Let's get it. We
Alright,
are
listen.
white tonight.
I'm Australian, James Bond. I'm actually
Australian.
I'm double K.
Well,
And-
Aussie.
I'm not
Oi,
supposed to.
oi, oi.
I'm not supposed to give my name out, but for you people, that one person that's watching, I'm going to tell you I'm double K, and that's all I've got. So, again, hypothetically speaking, again, we're going to talk about being an agent having to date a woman that I hypothetically told that I don't want her anymore because I got to go on a mission.
Okay, so okay, let's bring it back to speed then. So maybe it is mission, but now James doesn't decide to tell.
My name's not James.
Oh, I'm sorry, 007. We tell 007.
Double K.
Double K.
Right, but really,
So many hypotheticals, it's hypothetically getting confusing. So we have double K.
that's really confusing. But
Yeah, it's not. It's legitimately good.
for really, yeah.
Oh man, I'm lost. Anyways, so we have double K, dating hypothetically woman who is very nice, and hypothetically he wakes up one morning and just says, "We're done."
Well, if
Well, I
he's
mean,
double K or special K or any K, okay, He's just
That's already been patented and trademarked. It's not our group.
He's actually going out and he's just gonna go wet his willy. That's all it's about. Listen, even Double K, right?
Why would you give me your house key?
Well, okay,
Because you know what?
that's a player move.
That is a stupid move.
Granted, we're not talking about intelligence here. We're talking about playing.
When the guy thinks, he thinks
playing,
with two
he's
things.
gaming,
He thinks of
he's
his
gaming.
head in his head.
He's gaming. He's like,
only one.
can I get her to be more permanent than, I wake up in the
Only one
morning.
operates at the same time.
All right, let's hypothetically say, have they had sex more times the amount of days that they've been dating? That would be an important question. So hypothetically,
So hypothetically,
that's a high. That's a high variable.
Okay, I like the
the
thinking
odds
from
of
a
that
woman.
are pretty high.
Okay, Jay.
So if they've hypothetically had sex more times than the days that they've been dating, he was just looking at that young lady, old lady, MILF, whatever, other dude, as in between a commercial, a snack, so he can move on to something a little differently.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think from my own
let's
perspective.
talk-
view.
wait,
Let's
talk
play
about
scenario. Let's play
talk-
scenario.
Let's
So
talk moral compasses.
well,
though.
that's what I'm saying. So let's get ourselves involved here. So Smash, you are double agent Smash.
I'm Agent Double K.
You're
Not
agent
Double
double K.
Smash.
Double Smash. I think double Smash is good.
Double Smash.
I mean, because double Smash. I mean, that's great.
I'm the man. What can I say?
Thank you very
It's
much.
not violent. but
Sorry, so
it's
Slayter would be just slaying the women. Anyways, so anywho, we have Double Smash waking up one morning, and he's got a very nice lady just waiting for him on the side. They've been seeing each other for hypothetically a month. We don't surely know, obviously, but he wakes up. What's your first thought? You have a new mission to go to.
Well, it wouldn't be that morning. Let's be realistic about
Okay.
it. It would have probably been a couple mornings prior to that where there's somebody else in Double K's life where he's like, hey, I've got another mission now, and he's like, well, how do I break off this other mission that I was working?
Yeah. Now let me bring what? What's that, Jade?
You automatically go to another mission with that scenario.
No, if you
What do
were
you
to
mean?
go, if you were going to move to another mission, you would have had to pick up another mission first. Meaning that if you've got something that right now is an insurance policy, right? It's
Okay.
guaranteed.
Okay.
What you're going to do is you want to ensure that you build up enough of that other mission that you're like, hey, I'm committed enough to this that I can get rid of this mission and move on to the new one.
I can see this. So it's like utilizing your full insurance or warranty. There we go. You have a warranty that's good for a month. You get your full month usage. You break your computer. You get a return. You f around with it. You watch some porn.
Rental
and get
car.
some.
Look
You
at
get
it as
some.
a rental car.
You get some viruses from your computer here, and then you turn back
Whoa. Special K doesn't give out viruses.
in. I was saying from porn. We all know that there are some porn sites out there that you shouldn't be
I
watching.
wasn't talking about that virus, but okay.
Well, we all know that that's just a Trojan. Anyway, so we utilize that warranty.
I know, it's alright.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, Slayter.
All right, so I'll let you take Mike.
You don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is unfortunately, Mission A, which was less than 30 days, was a rental mission.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and probably Mission B is probably going to be a rental mission also.
Okay.
But in the interim, while we'll use Special K was playing Mission A,
Right.
they were already building on Mission B. And until they felt secure enough in Mission B, they weren't going to cut off Mission A right away. You don't just, honestly, you don't out and out just go, hey, that's it. You just don't do that.
Right.
That I agree with. There had to have been something.
There's
right,
a
there
leading
has to be a
factor.
motivator to move on to another mission.
There's always
Of
a
course.
leading factor. Yes, I agree.
So-
I mean,
So my thinking is, based on this hypothetical scenario with Special K, Double K, my thought is that inside this hypothetical bubble, Double K has been running double missions.
Simultaneously.
Correct. And somewhere along the way, they weighed out the mission and they said, this is the more important mission, and said, I got to get rid of this one. And that, unfortunately, is a relationship early on in a nutshell. In a long-term relationship, it's not like that. But when you're talking less than 30 days, where you've had more intercourse than you have days that you've dated, it's purely physical, nothing emotional.
how much I hate to say it, either A, he's a good salesman, or the pitch may have some truth to it, especially within a month process, and this hypothetical woman is head over heels, ready to give everything. I could truly see that. Like I said, either A, hell of a salesman, or B, has a valid point.
And that's the difference between the male and the female perspective of, let's say...
There's an agenda. Sometimes there is...
When a woman finds something that she desires, she no longer plays the game. While a guy, while he's still in it, he's still looking at his options.
Yes.
Okay? Until he realizes, hey, this is the mission I want to stick with.
I could see that.
So what if, hypothetically, they had a, say, very small mission previously in the past?
Together or separately?
Yeah, together.
Okay.
And they knew that it could just be,
a
short little mission.
An overnight mission.
Okay.
Exactly. And they were cool with that. But then Special came back and was like,
I want a more serious mission because I'm tired of my hand, is pretty much what he was saying. Special K said, hey, look, I'm tired of clicking.
I want this, and this with you.
And the you in the mission said, because they are part of the mission, to Special K or Double K. Double K says, hey, I'm part of the mission, you got it. But Special K is not thinking that. Special K is still on a conquest for other missions. And the target, the mark, we'll say, which is A, mission A is the mark, bought into it. Double K doesn't care.
So why
Double K is
put
an
on
asshole.
The show and the jazz
To make
It's
sure
part
we
of the
don't
game.
lose.
It's part of the mission. And when you
That's
go
a
out
good-
there, when you go out there, it's part of the mission. You got to act like you want something else. I guarantee you, had Mission B not worked out for Double K, he would still be with Mission A. But apparently something worked out that none of us know hypothetically on Mission B, where he said, you know what, I can wake up and dump it. Because if it had any value, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah. The value.
And that's all hypothetical, of course.
Obviously.
And I'm here Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. It's a nickel for advice, hypothetically speaking.
No penny for your thoughts? You're more expensive than that?
The Federal Reserve tends to run the economy, so they've kind of jacked up the prices, and penny's not a penny anymore. It's 5 cents.
Ah, boo.
All right.
Federal government.
However, you know what would make Mission A feel better? That and getting underneath other people at least 2 times, because that's always made my heart
In
feel
what
better.
time frame?
Quickly. Oh, regarding what?
I'm the other people.
Oh, you need time. You got to recoup. It doesn't happen that easy. Well, see, from a female perspective, they don't have to worry about an erection. They don't have to worry about their vaginas getting hard. But from a male perspective,
Whiskey dick.
From a male perspective, when your heart is in it and you've just been burned on a mission, it takes a lot. But for a female, it should be relatively easy. But she still has to worry about her emotion in her heart.
Yep.
Because she's going to regret it the day after. She'll start feeling guilty and demean herself and call herself the S word, slut.
Yep.
The W word, whore. That's how you spell whore, Slayter, W-H-O-R-E.
It's not H?
No.
O-R-E?
No, W-H-O-R-E.
English dictionary.
She'll
so
call herself a
fucked up.
whore, and then she'll feel worse, and then she'll wind up drinking, maybe become an alcoholic, get hooked on cocaine, maybe start shooting drugs, but whatever it is, she needs to give it a little time. And then once she gives it more time, her friends can go ahead and talk her into getting underneath somebody else. And hopefully it's a bunch of somebody else's, like 2. And then try and get back out there. And don't give your heart away so quick.
And especially if
Make sure you force Double K to spend all his time on Mission A and never ever consider Mission B.
Regret's a fun one, too. If you make Special K regret that he chose Mission B, it'll stick. It will stick with him. But you gotta make it known, especially through the social media feed. Always works. Always works. So, it's definitely good. Either way. But you know what really makes anyone feel good when they're having a good time or a bad time?
Blowjobs. Blowjob makes anybody happy.
Can women get blowjobs?
You know what? I didn't even consider that before I said that, Slater. Jade?
Making a blanket, just say oral.
Huh?
Said making a blanket statement, just say oral.
Just oral? Okay, oral. I like it.
All
Oral.
feels-
Wait, is oral enough for anything to make somebody happy? Because I just made a blanket statement that
Oral makes,
blowjobs make anything happy.
oral makes me happy for a full day. Does oral make you happy, Jade, for a full day?
I'm not sure.
See, it's not blanket then. Hang on, my mom's calling really quick. We're gonna go to break.
I hate your mother, Smash.
And
I'm a shadow, I'm a spirit, walk beside you. In the starlight, in the vapor, disappear into all these secrets I've been guided, holding out on you. I'm your mirror. What's inside me? It's inside. It's you. In the final seconds now, turn the tables, get me out. Let me face no consequence. They say